Following these 4 tips will absolutely help you lose more belly fat. Hey man, Gary Walker here, and welcome back for another video. All right, if you want to lose your belly after 40, I'm going to give you 4 tips that will help you do that fast. In today's video, I'll show you what those tips are and what you need to start implementing quickly. All right, after 40, your body begins to change. Yes, the changes are gradual, but it will still occur and eventually be noticeable. This change is the exact reason why my tip number 1 is so crucial. That's build more muscle. You should prioritize adding more lean muscle tissue to your body, especially after you turn 40. After 40, hormones change, making it harder to do a lot of things. These hormone levels will continue to deplete and fluctuate as you age, bringing you further from the person you were in years past. All right, building muscle helps slow this process by directly increasing hormone levels like testosterone. Not only that though, but any lean muscle you gain will help increase your metabolism and lead to burning a lot more fat as well. It's important to optimize 3 things when you're trying to build muscle. First, your nutrition needs to be geared towards your goals, which I'll cover more elaborately in another tip here in a few minutes. Also, your workout should be structured for your specific situation, and you need to make sure you're getting adequate rest and recovery from week to week. The diet you follow to build muscle will also become even more critical as your body will be in fat loss mode. Remember, when you put good in, you're gonna get good out. Building muscle involves exercising, which boosts energy, brain function, and mood, and helps offset the natural decline in all those areas. All right, that leads me to tip number 2. That's get a coach, man. The right coach will help you put a plan together that meets you where you're at and helps you reach your goals. He'll also help you make adjustments to your nutrition and training programs as needed to keep you moving forward and making progress. That will keep you ahead of any plateaus. I've been helping men like you lose 30 pounds in 4 months for years. If you want me to coach you, or if you want more information about my coaching program, click the application link in the description below this video. Here's the thing, we only take a handful of guys, and there are literally tens of thousands of guys seeing this video right now. So hurry and click the link below to fill out that application before it's too late. All right, before I get into the 3rd tip, let me add one more example of how you can get into the best shape of your life with a coaching program. All right, back in the 1920s, a German psychologist named Otto Kohler performed an experiment with a rowing team he was working with. He wanted to know if a team was stronger as a team than each of its members. In other words, is the whole greater than the sum of its parts? Turns out it was. The Kohler effect says that people work harder when they're a part of a group. Then in 1989, another German psychologist got interested in how that might apply to other types of training. So would people do better at whatever they were doing if they simply followed someone who was more advanced than them? Guess what? They did. So what does all this mean to you and your training goals? This means whatever your goals are, you're gonna make more progress by being a part of a group of like-minded men and following someone who's gotten the results you're looking for. Okay, now for tip number 3. That's eat the right foods to optimize fat loss. Belly fat isn't good for you, man. I'm not just talking about how it looks on you, it's just not healthy, and it can come with a ton of bad and unwanted side effects. So what should you eat for fat loss? The most important macronutrient is gonna be protein. Okay, most people know that protein builds muscle, but protein also helps you burn more body fat, helps build stronger bones, and lowers your cravings, which makes it easier to adhere to your diet. You also want to make sure you're eating enough protein to maximize all the lean muscle building benefits. For guys who follow my programs or work out intensely, I always recommend 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of your goal weight. For example, if your goal is to weigh 170 pounds, then I would recommend you get between 135 and 170 grams of protein per day. If this number is hard for you to get with whole foods, then try getting most from whole food and use a protein shake to make up the difference. Diets with sufficient protein also help in regulating appetite hormones like leptin and ghrelin, which will help keep you full, satiated, and keep you from snacking on junk all day. You also want to make sure you're eating healthy fats to optimize your hormone production and help your body absorb all the nutrients. Fat plays a vital role, man, in the absorption of vitamins A, D, E, and K. Just make sure you're eating healthy fats though, not trans fats. Healthy fats are like nuts, olives, olive oil, fish oil, avocados, egg yolks, and fatty fish. All those are good examples. In addition to the protein and the fats, guess what? You want an abundance of veggies, man. Unfortunately, I don't like very many veggies, so I drink my testo greens to make up for it. But if you like veggies, then don't be afraid to fill your plate up with those veggies. Veggies are loaded with a lot of nutrients and are also very satiating due to the high fiber content. Some of the best veggies I recommend are going to be asparagus, broccoli, zucchinis, cucumbers, green beans, cauliflower, spinach, and other green leafy veggies. All right, now for the most controversial macronutrient. I'm talking about carbs. Yes, you can absolutely eat carbs and still burn a ton of fat quickly. The key is to eliminate refined carbs. Stay away from the fast foods, sugary foods, drinks, pastries, and desserts. Refining carbohydrates removes key nutrients like fiber, iron, and B vitamins. They're also quicker to digest and they convert to glucose rapidly. Excess glucose spikes insulin, which promotes fat storage in the adipose tissue that can ultimately lead to more fat gain. However, your body does need a certain amount of carbs to function optimally and improve hormone utilization. Some of the best carb sources for this are going to be oatmeal, rice, potatoes, quinoa, fruits, and whole grains. Here we go. Now for tip number 4, the last tip. Try intermittent fasting. I don't recommend this for everyone, and I don't recommend it for long-term dieting, but if you feel a little stagnant and you haven't had any luck with your fat loss consistency, then you should give intermittent fasting a try. With that said though, you can try intermittent fasting that involves consuming meals within a shorter time during the day or feeding window, or you can also try it to where you do 2 or 3 days out of the week to start and see if you like it. You don't have to fast every single day. One of the more popular fasting schedules is a 16-8 fast. Basically, you fast for 16 hours and eat only during an 8-hour feeding window. For most people, the 8-hour window would be something around noon to 8. So it looks like this. You eat your first meal at noon and you have your last meal at or before 8 p.m. Studies on intermittent fasting have found that this strategy results in consuming fewer calories during the day, which will obviously lead to more weight loss. All right, man, following these 4 tips will absolutely help you lose more belly fat. And again, if you want to join a brotherhood of men who encourage and motivate each other, and you want a workout and nutrition plan designed specifically for you, then make sure you click on the application link below to get started with me as soon as possible. As always, man, get busy, get after it, and God bless.